Good afternoon and happy Monday to you. We are starting Unit 5 in this fall 1 term, and I just wanted to give you some updates. This week there's actually no assignments due, which I could probably hear you celebrating over the screen. However, you've got 3 big ones due next week, so I just wanted to make sure we're all on the right track, okay? In this week, you're going to read about how to develop a procedure, and this is detailed for you in lessons, so make sure you start at the lessons again. It will talk about the required sections and then also give you a sample procedure that you can follow step by step as it relates to your research proposal. Just be sure that you do not include the names of your school. Just describe it instead, like a middle school in Southern California or a junior college up in Northern California, or whatever the case may be. And then you're going to post this in forums. You'll be able to get the feedback from your colleagues and from me, and then you'll be able to transfer this information into your chapter 3. Okay. Also, you're continuing your work. Let me remove the syllabus here. You're continuing your work in your chapter 2. So you submitted 3 article critiques to me, and I'm grading those right now, and I'll get those done to you by the end of the week for sure. So continue with your interview guide and written survey using the feedback that I provided to you in forums. Some of you have asked if there's a specific number of inquiries you need to have, and there isn't. You just want to make sure that you have enough to cover the specific research question that you're addressing. Okay, so you want to make sure that you follow the information available to you in lessons in how to write your interview guide, your written survey, whether it's yes, no questions or Likert scale. You need to make sure you've downloaded the IRB and the consent forms, and there's various consent forms for you depending on what your research topic is. If you're dealing with minors, you need to have a parental or guardian consent form. If you're doing electronic surveys, there's a consent form that you can use there too. So I'll point that to you in lessons in just a second. IRB is important because this is your approval form that you submit to me and we work on together to enable you to proceed with your actual research. So you may not proceed until you get the approval and that IRB is submitted to me. And then the final piece that is due at the end of Unit 6 is your Chapter 2, and this is a compilation of the 5 article critiques that you submitted in your PE 582 class. Please be sure that you carefully edit your work before you transfer it into your Chapter 2. In addition, you'll transfer in the 5 article critiques that you've written for this PE 584 class, implementing the required sections or the required revisions that I had asked. So if I go to lessons here, you'll be able to see exactly where you need to spend your time this week. Here's the research procedure, and this will be able to give you the information on the interview guide and how to deal with your instructions for Chapter 2. The IRB and consent form were due or were available in the methodology, but you can also find those down here for an easy access. So here's your IRB, and then here's the other 3 consent forms. Some of you are doing a lot of revisions on your article critiques. Others of you just have a few minor ones. Just make sure that you work with an editor and that you utilize the APU's Online Writing Center as well. I'm available to assist you, so please do not hesitate to contact me. I'm just a phone call or a text away for those of you who are using the remind function, okay? So blessings to you. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you in class or on remind, or I'll be replying to you via email. Take care.